I was on my way to countdown when this happened. Is this kamikaze? I don't know. Is it just a fan? I don't know. Don't know. But it sure looks like him. If you don't know who that is, this is another agent that does a lot of YouTube on Division 2, right? So pretty popular guy on YouTube. I don't know if this is him. Probably not. Probably just a fan. But yeah, he made his character look just like him though. And the build looks like the type of builds that guy normally puts together. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's him, maybe it's not. Eclipse protocol, indirect transmission. Well, we found a way to make an indirect transmission sorta through rules of engagement with ongoing directive. And that is the idea here. It's really about supporting your secondary weapon. Now you're gonna use your Scorpio and everything else in the build to support your secondary, which is going to be technically your primary because you're going to be using that more than anything. You just lead with the Scorpio.
Enemy transport helicopter detected.
Don't look over there.
Oh, they don't see me yet.
Ain't gonna build that one. Can't see.
Woo, let's go. Got my hollow point rounds on both now. We locked and loaded. We got hollow point rounds across the board. Strategic with it, you know what I mean? Like a surgeon. Or like Madonna said, like a virgin. Don't ask me why it makes sense, because I don't know. I just said it. Now you think Eclipse Protocol spread on kill to the NPCs, but what we do with this one is we spread the love to the homies. You see, I keep getting them hollow point rounds. Well, I would be giving these hollow point rounds to the homies, and we'll check that out in the talent when we break down in just a second here.
I see you there.
Do you? Well, you should have acted accordingly.
This vest is shit.
Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Yo. What we at? 2 minutes to some change. We'll clear this area out and then we'll
I've got
do a
enemy
breakdown.
reinforcements inbound on your position. There's additional hostiles located by the loading docks up ahead.
So think about this, guys. When you use what really makes a Scorpio work, and besides the fact that it puts out so much damage per shot, it's also the fact that it disables them. Right, so the idea with this build is, well, I'll use a blind firefly,
Signature detected.
or sometimes I will use a jammer pulse if I got a bunch of robots. But I use the blind firefly to disable them. It'll give me 9 seconds to get myself positioned and make my next move, right? And when you hold the firefly in your hand, you get 15% bonus armor.
Got more hostiles moving in on your position.
Yes. Set up. Come and get it. You're not gonna
You're in need of backup.
Get us off.
Oh,
Flank them. Damn it.
oh. Hollow points.
I got him.
Don't you? This old weak ass. Y'all should be ashamed sending that thing out.
Another dead ass.
Sniper popped up right back there. I didn't even know she was back there. Oh, you're not gonna make it, Snipey. You're not gonna make it, little Snipey.
I didn't see anything.
We got another.
I need to get her down though. 'Cause I don't know. Alright, where they at? We got 3 singers.
Back me up. Fucking blind. Lost visual.
Out there, mine.
Unbreakable come in handy. Come in handy. 2, 1. Prepare to be blinded. 5. The beauty of the beautiful firefly.
Blinded.
I'm blinded. I see it. I see the light. I see the light now. That was right. That was right.
I can do this all day. Dead.
Serious trauma
Ooh,
detected.
he almost got me. That was close. That was a close one, right? Yes, buddy. And you. 1 full clip. I'll take it. All right, let's check it out, man. Ongoing directive. We're using you like a Eclipse protocol. We're spreading the wealth to the homies in the squad, right? If you're doing shepherding, if you're out there in countdown, ongoing directive is the truth, bro. Hello, guys. Let's make our way to L shooting range, yo. I have the glory days on my back right now, secondary slot. But I was using a rail splitter out there in the field, right? So maybe we should split. We'll switch back to the rail splitter just for the build breakdown, since that's what we was using out there. Hold on, where is it at? There it is. All right, rail splitter. All right, so rail splitter right now. Let's get some damage out. Oh, now look, 971. You see that? Let's go ahead and make sure that that's maxed. When I say 971, we're talking about the amount of rounds that I have. 972. You see that? Now I want you to check this out. We're looking at the amount of rounds that's left after we do this, right? All right. I wasted a bunch of rounds just then. All right, hold on, hold on, hold on. We'll finish this guy off. We got another clip. Hold on. All right, now let's finish these up over here. Now we don't have no more hollow point rounds. We're all done. Look at that ammo. 918. I asked you, kind sir, does it look like we're supposed to have only 900? Are we supposed to have 918? No. You know the reason why? It's because we're getting ammo added. So farewell to running out of ammo when you're out there in the field. When you're running in legendary, when you're in and you run out of ammo. Here's your solution. Ongoing directive, right? Now, you could go full ongoing directive. This is the reason why I would suggest using a hybrid ongoing directive instead of the traditional way. Is because Chest plate's going to give you, what, 35%? I forgot what the backpack will give you. Let's look at it. I know I got one. I just picked one up. Yeah, countdown. The talent will give you increased duration of your bleed status effect from 50% and damage to 100%. Right? That's cool. That's cool. But let's look at the trade-off. Right? With the ninja backpack, you're going to enable whatever you put on your chest plate, but with this particular build, we're using an unbreakable, right? That's going to give me my 5% on a total armor. Shotguns up by 10%, right? And I'm enabling all of this skill, support. And, of course, perfectly unbreakable 100%, 55 seconds on that cooldown, right? And then we got the Picaro's holster. Thanks to the ninja backpack, yet again, we got another 3 cores, right? So that's cranking up my skill tiers. That's cranking up my weapon damage. It's cranking up my armor. I'm going to tell you that I think the better trade-off is ninja backpack. Don't go with the ongoing directive backpack. Not for this particular setup. This is like an all-terrain type of situation. And think of Eclipse Protocol spread on kill to the NPCs. Now you're spreading love to the homies, everybody that you're out there in the field with. Let's check it out. 20%. There's no cooldown on this. That's what I love about it. It's no cooldown. You landing them shots and you kill them with if you're landing them shots the right way, you're going to kill them with the status effect still applied. So it's just going to re-trigger it all over again. It's keep going over and over again. As you just saw right here in the shooting range, it just keeps going. And as it keeps going that way, right, you just keep on getting the armor back to you. And what other exotic weapon do we know that has that talent? That's going to be the Bullet King. So you just turned your whatever weapon this is in your secondary slot, you just turned it into a Bullet King. Now think about the stability problem you have with the Bullet King. No more, right? So my idea is let's really take a shot at the Bullet King. Let's just really insult the Bullet King, and we're going to use weapons that increase accuracy, stability. So guns like the Rail Splitter or the Glory Days. You follow me? Glory Days is the gun I walked in here with in my hand, but the Glory Days has 100% on the stability. Now, of course, I'm going to talk about the Glory Days. Everybody knows this is my favorite AR in this game, right? I even went and found this gun on Splinter Cell, and I use it in Splinter Cell now. So, but yes, custom P416, perfect stability, right? 100%, right? So I would go with this or the Glory Days. I'll be honest with you, I'm probably going to be using this more than the Rail Splitter, just because I love the freaking Glory Days, right? The stability is just insane. Right? Now, hold on. Let's reset these dudes. Another thing. You're walking into a room. Right? Get the drop on them. Get the drop on everybody in the room. Blind them. Right? Or you can, while they blinded, chop them down. Switch to your Glory Days. Finish them off. Now you got your hollow point rounds. Now you just go nuts. And you just keep getting them back. As long as all you got to do is trigger it. Once you trigger it, it's never ending. Ongoing directive is the truth. There's no cooldown on that, bro. That's a constant 20% boost, right? Now, this is the thing that's crazy. Let's say I didn't go with the unbreakable. Let's say I decided to go with a perfect spotter. So now the perfect spotter is on the chest plate, right? I'm still at 1.4. I don't have an unbreakable now. But what I got is 40% to this AR, right? All you got to do is highlight them. Because now once you highlight anybody that's highlighted, because you got the laser pointer from Technician on here, that's 20%. Let's look at the chest plate. Perfect spotter. You guys know what perfect spotter do. Some of you guys don't. Perfect spotter, that's what it does, 20%, right? All sources. So I can walk in the room, highlight everybody with this thing. It typically don't highlight too well in here, but there it is. It just did for this guy, right? Let's see when we reset them if we get them to highlight. Yeah, now all these guys highlighted are up by 20%. That's boosted by 20% right now. You got hollow point rounds and come on, bro. Now this is hitting at 1.4. So you might not, maybe some of you might be a little bit more comfortable with that unbreakable on there, but you get the concept. it's either perfect spotter or unbreakable. I'm going to say the best one is going to be definitely unbreakable for this setup. And the reason why is because you're using this and you're running in there. Once you blind them, start smacking them with the Scorpio. Break them down with the Scorpio, switch to your glory days, finish them off. Or whatever you got in your secondary slot, right? So what do we got here? We got Eclipse Protocol, spread on kill. Normally takes out the NPCs, but with this, instead of indirect transmission, ongoing directive is going to, what is it called again? Rules of engagement. Rules of engagement is going to spread the hollow points to your homies, everybody in your crew. So now everybody's weapon damage goes up by 20%, right? Everybody's got the 20% now. You know, phenomenal, right? You do that. Can you imagine somebody running something like this on a BTSU? That would be insane. If a 6-tier BTSU and ongoing directive, so you just support for the whole crew. I might do something crazy like that. Trust me, I'm a little nuts. So I would do that. So I'm telling you, that might be something that I come up with not too long. But that would be crazy, BTSU gloves, because if you're a 6-tier BTSU gloves and you overcharge the whole crew, and you giving them hollow points at the same time, bro. That's crazy. That's insane. That's insanity right there. So if I do use the backpack for ongoing directive, it'll be backpack, chest plate, and we go straight skill. I stay behind the team and just overcharge, go crazy, and just support the team like a maniac. Yeah, that would be fun. Anyway, yeah, secondary slot is open. Whoa, secondary slot is open. Put whatever you want in there. Let's look at my my attributes. All right, because we've been going on here for a little bit. It's a little bit longer breakdown than I would like it to be, but we just gonna stick with it. We're gonna keep going. Right, this one is open. I put a skill status effect in here, but you can do skill damage. You want to do armor regen, crit damage, whatever in that one. So my glove is open. So have one attribute that you just be free with. Do whatever you want to do with, right? But I would advise at least 2 weapon damages. Weapon handling, excuse me. And the reason why I say weapon handling is because you want to, I mean, you do get that reload speed, but I say you want to go ahead and do a little weapon handling because maybe you want to throw something like a SMG on here or LMG that needs a little support in the weapon handling department. You follow me? So unless you know strictly what weapons you're going to use and you're not going to be switching it up, then by all means, don't worry about weapon handling. That opens up the build even more for you. So just do whatever you want to do. You want to do all crits? By all means. But what really carries the build is not so much the attributes, it's the talent. You follow me? It's the talent from the 3-piece. And thanks to the ninja backpack, you know, pretend 4-piece if you want to call it that, right? But that's what it is, man. You know, a little advice, if you're working on builds, you see how I had so many of these ongoing directives? That's because I go to countdown when I'm working on a new build, and I'll grab all the pieces that I need for whatever build I'm working on. Unless, of course, it's a system corruption, then you gotta take your ass to Dark Zone. You know, you gotta really work for them pieces. But anyway, yeah, this is it, man. One last peek at the attributes. I got weapon handling. Picaro's holster. This one is set up for armor regen, right? I have another one set up for skill damage, and I'm working on another one that's going to be set up for crit damage, right? But there's that. 0 Fs, right? Skill damage setup. And then this one's got the weapon handling and a skill tier, right? We got most of our skill tiers are coming from the build, right? Instead of the actual, you know, skill tier attribute, you know, bar. So you got one in your specialization. That's one skill tier. This one you count it as 2 because you got one that's in here, but the Picaro's holster is giving you another one. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the TDI. That's where your 5 skill tiers come from. Absolutely phenomenal. Skill tier through the roof, 5 tier, 1.4, 2.8 in the armor. I love it, bro. Skills, I would suggest, I think this is the best setup for it, and I say that because with the Firefly, you know, you create a status effect. So all you got to do is blind them and shoot them. You blind them and shoot them, you'll mark them, all you got to do is kill them. So blind them first, get a guaranteed kill with the Scorpio, because your Scorpio's hit at 950k. Now you got your hollow point rounds on your Scorpio. Now that you got the hollow point rounds on the Scorpio, you good. Because it's going to be very easy to transfer those hollow point rounds over to your secondary. And I'll show you real quick. I'm sure I did that in the field because I always do it. But right, now we're just going to transfer those rounds over by switching weapons. Now we got hollow points. Now that we got the hollow points, we just keep going, bro. They never run out. You just keep going. As long as you land the shots, they just keep giving them back to you. Gotta love it, bro. Yeah. Ongoing directive. That is it. That is all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. This is a little bit longer of a build breakdown, but I feel like it was necessary. Again, thanks for watching. We out of here. Peace. Salute to all my division agents. Let's get it. Not again.
RCO nigga.
Trap you in my little web.
OP Mark II and RPGs for you fellas.
Dynamite.
Straight to it, straight to
You watching 3.
RCO nigga.
Don't you run from me.
RCO nigga.
When you sign up to be an NPC in the Division 2 and realize you should have went to Roblox. Here's how not to enter the dark zone. You watching
RCO mega.
Hilo almost at extraction zone.